I'm about to do a video that I think is so vitally important that honestly, I believe that if this same video was done 4 weeks in the future, it would be X'd out. It would vanish or would not be shared. I believe that we are on the cusp of something very dangerous, something that is going to hurt a lot of people. I'm going to read a story from Fox News. That's what I do. The Economic Ninja. I'm here to help you walk you through the phases of an economic collapse based on my experience through the last two that I knew that were coming ahead of time, and I did something about it. But this one is unlike any other one that we haven't seen in the last 100 years. Why? Because it involved an illness. 100 years ago, in 1918, the exact same thing happened, which caused a depression in 1920, the Roaring 20s, a time of exuberance, which we just saw the last handful of years, and then the Great Depression. I'm going to read a story out of Fox News. But before I do, this has to do with getting vaccinated. And I'm going to ask you to answer some questions right now. And the reason why is because I think it's so vital that other people see how the majority feel. So I'm going to ask you to type 1 if you took the first set of vaccines when this first thing came out. I absolutely do not blame you. I do not judge at all. But you regret it. Type 1 if you took it and you regret it. Type 2 if you took some boosters, maybe 1 or 2, and you're looking back, you're going, what in the heck was I doing? Type 3 if this is making you so pissed off after you realized that they never worked, you can't sue them, what's going on, and now we're about to see the government, and I warned everyone about this 6 months ago. I said they're going to put another tragedy together that will hide an economic collapse. You see, there are people right now that want you sick, want you dead, want you hurt, want you scared, want you poor. That is not what I want for you. I want you happy, wealthy, helping people. I want you striving for goals that you never thought were possible. The only way that we hold on to this country is by holding on to the wealth of the nation at the middle class. If we lose that, and we are losing it fast, we will become subservient to the elite. I want this to end, but I can't do this by myself. You can't do this by yourself. But with millions of us doing this, it is possible. You need to share this video. And it's not because it's about me, but I don't know who else is going to do a video like this because we only have so much time. Now, I'm going to read this story and then I'm going to talk a little bit more. But I implore you to get the message out. This is a story out of Fox News. Biden plans to ask Congress for funding to develop new vaccine. The COVID vaccine may require the shot for all. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my family. Now, I knew about this plan. What was it? 6 years ago? I got it in my hand 7 years ago. As a firefighter, I felt it was my duty to help those. And I started with my fire department. They laughed at me. I had the list. Got it off of the web because they always tell you their plans ahead of time. So what I did is I went around my station and I had them take photos with me with the list of the variants and the names, the dates they're coming out. When they came to fire me, and I'm going to be honest with you, whoever gave the super chat, thank you. I want to make this clear. When it came out of Wuhan, I started to tell them, it's here, guys. The plan's being pushed forward. They never wanted to listen to me about wealth generation. When I bought crypto a long time ago, when I bought precious metals, they never cared. I said, now this is your lives. They're going to do this, whether you like it or not. I actually cried in front of my department. I'm like, you got to listen. Your lives are about to change forever. And right now, let me ask you this. Type 5 if you believe that everyone's life is now changed forever, whether they took that shot or whether they didn't. Everyone's lives are changed forever on this earth. That's an understatement, wouldn't you agree? So that means that we have to do extraordinary, or we have to take extraordinary measures to combat this propaganda machine, this evil on this earth, that quite frankly is only being put out by a handful of people and a bunch of puppets. And I remember showing them that. And I remember a long time ago being shown this next collapse. Thank you, Heather, for and to prepare my family. And I started saving, I started investing, I grinded for a decade trying to get out of debt. And then finally, I had an epiphany. I had to start a YouTube channel to get people ready for this, because there just weren't enough people out there really running and yelling from the mountaintops. And that's why I wanted to help every smaller YouTube channel too. As this one grew, it grew because God was blessing it and because I was helping other people start and get a voice going. Because it's not just one, this is not about just one person. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about all of us. If you just came on right now, I am talking about a story out of Fox that Biden plans to ask Congress for funding to develop a new COVID vaccine and may require that shot for all. None of those shots have worked. Zero. I watched a young woman in very good physical shape, crystal clear skin. You could tell by skin signs. As a firefighter in emergency medicine, we know that skin signs are the number one way to tell the health of a person. Why? Because it is your largest organ and it is the easiest to identify as something is wrong with your body. She had crystal clear skin. She was a healthy woman, afraid, wearing a mask, running around the grocery store. This is exactly where they want you. They want you poor. They want you afraid. They want you subservient. Let's read this story, because this is going to set the stage for the election. This is why they're indicting and trying to cause people to think that the last president did something wrong. They don't want him running. They're scared to death of a sober man running the nation. I don't care what you think about him. They're afraid of a sober man running the nation. Here we go. President Biden said Friday he plans to request additional funding from Congress for the development of a new COVID-19 vaccine, adding he may require everyone to take it, whether they previously received the vaccine or not. Lisa, thank you. Just remember, as this new variant comes out, now it's out of Canada, right? Are we allowed to say that? Because I don't believe it. I don't believe anything they say about this. You want the first step to wisdom? You know what the first step to wisdom is? Questioning, but mulling over what you've been told in your mind before you speak. In this day and age, you should be questioning everything. They've already just came out and said, oh, new variants here, and just, all the shots before, don't work for it. Pump more stuff into your body. This is not, we have fought wars for less than this. We fought a war over 2% T-tax. Where are the men in this nation? I'm calling you out right now. It's time to stand up. Your voice needs to get loud. I have been preparing to be faced with losing my job over my rights for this for years. I don't want to stop being a fireman. I love being a fireman. I also love making money. I really like making money and investing. I like teaching other people how to be successful. But I really love being a fireman, and it's hard. All right. Biden, who is vacationing, by the way, because he spends more time vacationing than doing anything real for this country. From Lake Tahoe area, anybody from Lake Tahoe, throw it down in the comments section. Probably got a run on diapers going on right now at the store over there. He's in the Tahoe area, was asked by a reporter on Friday if he could say anything about the uptick in the COVID cases and a new variant. This is what he said. Yes, I can, the president said. I signed off this morning on a proposal we have to present to Congress, a request for additional funding for a new vaccine that is necessary, that works. Hey, everybody, hashtag go and share this video on any social media you can, and hashtag the Speaker of the House or Kevin McCarthy. I want this video right in front of him. He added, tentatively, it is recommended that it will likely be recommended to everybody get it, no matter what they've gotten, no matter whether they've gotten it before or not. Pump you full of that stuff. The stuff you can't question, the stuff that's not tested, the stuff you can't sue anyone over if it hurts you, kills you. It doesn't matter. Get it in your body. That's what they want. And they're gonna start an economic collapse that's gonna cause so many people in this country to go wanting, to be needy, to do anything they say. Do you remember when they started pushing this? Hey, we'll give you a free hot dog if you do it. We'll give you $100 if you do it. Crap, what else did they offer to go get that? We're gonna trick you, deceive you. We're gonna play on your emotions. You want a cell phone? I mean, anything. Your votes are mostly bought and paid for in this world. That's when we lose our rights. When the public figures out that they can vote themselves prosperity, we're done. Remember, hard times make good men, not good times. They make weak men. A $40 million funding request to Congress from the White House on August 11th did not mention the coronavirus money, but it included money for Ukraine. How do you feel right now? Type 11 if you are flaming pissed that your tax dollars keep going to fund a proxy war in Ukraine and to more research for this virus shot. Because I'm absolutely, my blood is curdling. We need to pull our troops back and put them on the borders and stop this fentanyl crisis. We need to stop paying for all these vacations that a president goes to. You go to work, you go to work. You take the job, you go to work. I'm sick of this. They're poisoning your children. They're putting fluoride in the water. Start learning about that right now. I started doing videos on that water filter that we have to take the fluoride out of the water. Get your mind thinking clearly. I'll put the link down to it below. It's the most amazing thing. Wake up to what they're doing to you. I personally know billionaires. And I'll tell you what, the conversations we've had are on a totally different level. They're not the same conversations I have with people that are working their tails off at the convenience store just trying to make ends meet, but they are lured in by commercials and by propaganda. There's a difference. If you want to be successful, take the junk out of your mind. Garbage in, garbage out. That has to do with the food. I get it. And it's tough. Look at me. It's tough to eat clean. It's tough not to go and give in to things of this world that would seem fun and pleasurable, but you know it comes at a cost. Every single thing comes at a cost. And right now, we're talking about your family's security, both financially, mentally, and actually even your health, your physical health. It's time to get ready. We're at go time right now. If you haven't been paying attention, the economy is collapsing. And look it, I'm going to be honest. There's almost 4,000 people watching this right now. And it just hit 1,000 thumbs up. So about 25% of the people are going, I understand that this guy gets it, and we got to figure out how to get the information out. That's 25% of the people. Can you imagine if we could just wake up 25% of this nation? We'd own it. We would own it. If 25% of this nation said, you know what, I'm done getting out of debt. And if I get into debt, it's going to be in the proper legal entities. They don't teach you that. I've done tons of videos on that. They don't teach you that on YouTube. They don't teach you that in school. You want to know why? It don't sell books. Because it's a little harder, but it's a whole lot safer. I'm the Economic Ninja.